We want to thank you again for tuning in to our Retirement Education Center YouTube channel. Now, on our channel, we do not try to give you any type of silver bullet strategies, and we certainly do not like to glorify any type of one product. I think that is not a fiduciary standard. But on our channel, what we do believe in are holistic concepts that will help you retire with confidence. Now, today, what we're going to be doing, we're going to start another series on how to build a successful retirement plan. So if you have not actually taken a look at our series that we did on retirement income planning, we highly encourage you to go and look at those videos as well, because we're pretty sure that some concepts are going to overlap. But we also understand that building a successful retirement income plan is going to be critically important for you to retire with the type of success that you're looking for. So we have a 3-part series that we're going to be starting today. So we want to make sure that you look at all of these series and really start implementing some of these strategies, because we know they work for our clients and we believe they'll work for you too. And perhaps some of you will also become our clients as well after viewing some of the things that we're going to be sharing with you in these series. So stay locked in today as we are going to start this series on how to build a successful retirement income plan. Hi, my name is Carson Graves, President and CEO of the Retirement Education Center.
And my name is Andrea Graves, Director of Operations at the Retirement Education Center. And we want to thank you for tuning in to our Retirement Education Concepts videos. These videos were created to help to make the difficult and confusing retirement process simple.
Absolutely, because with so many retirement strategies out there, so many retirement concepts, and of course, so many retirement products, it can become really hard for consumers to digest it all. So we are so fortunate that we're able to work with a team of expert advisors that will let our clients know when, where, and how they can reach their retirement goals.
For additional concepts on how to maximize your retirement, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell to be notified when we upload new videos. Carson, I'm really liking your series because it takes us through the retirement process planning slowly rather than fast, so that we can digest what's going on and understand it.
You know, Andrew, that's really important to me. You know, when I start doing series or when I'm teaching any type of class, I always consider myself and how I like to learn and actually how I've been able to help my clients over the years. And what I've come to understand is that getting too much information too fast is really never a good thing, because it's really hard to, like you say, consume it all. And so that's why I'm doing these series, because we can actually do a little bit at a time and allow people to actually take their time to understand the first part of a series, the second or third, and then they can start implementing these types of ideas within their own retirement planning. So today we're going to start this series on how to build a really successful retirement plan and start you slowly. And then hopefully you can take these ideas if you're working with someone, or if you're not working with someone, maybe you'll start working with them and they will be able to implement these strategies for you. And if not, obviously, you want to speak with us or another qualified advisor who will. But before we get into this series, there are always 2 rules to retirement income that we like to give you. And Andrew, what are those 2 rules?
Well, rule number 1 is to never run out of money. And rule number 2 is to never forget rule number 1.
So let's go ahead and kick off our series on how to build a successful retirement plan.
Carson, you have 3 steps for us to process today in building a successful retirement plan. So the first step is to write down your financial goals.
Yeah. To me, Andrea, you know, writing down your financial goals is pretty much the foundation of building a successful retirement plan. And that goes for anything in life. Writing down your goals and knowing what you want first is really going to be the starting point for anything that you're going to be trying to accomplish in life. You know, when you're talking about retirement planning, you want to know, when do you want to retire? Of course, right? You also want to know, how much income will it take for me to support my lifestyle in retirement? That is also equally important. Are you going to continue to work when you're retired? Do you want to travel? What other things do you want to do outside of just being retired? And so when it comes to building a really strong successful retirement plan, you need to know your goals and you need to write them down. They should not just be floating inside of your head. You want to write them down. And if you don't know how to get started, of course, seek out a financial advisor who can help you understand what to prioritize when it comes to this first step of your retirement plan.
All right, so Carson, your next step is building a budget. Could you tell us more about that?
Absolutely. Building a budget should be the very next step that you're looking at after you've actually had your goals written down. And when you're building a budget, I know that can be boring, right? Yes. Nobody wants to write a budget out. We've talked about this before. But really what building a budget does, Andrea, it gives every dollar that you're earning a purpose. And so when you're talking about retirement planning, no matter how much money you earn, you can always spend more than you make. And so it's so important that you sit down and you write out your budget and start to understand your expenses versus your income. And building a budget can be pretty simple. I mean, you just have to start thinking about, okay, how much do I earn? Most people know that, right? You know how much you're making. People know what they're bringing home. The hardest part is looking yourself in the mirror and start understanding how much are you spending. So you want to get a real strong bead on your fixed and variable expenses. You have to get a real strong understanding of those. And then once you actually take your income and subtract your fixed and variable expenses from that income, now you have what we call your discretionary income or your discretionary savings. So now once you've actually discovered what your discretionary spending amount is, that means that you've actually taken a look at your income, you subtracted out all your expenses, then we want to prioritize this money. We want to prioritize this. And what you want to do is you want to take a look at three things. One, the first thing you want to do with this money is pay yourself first. You want to take 10 to 20% of that money and make sure that you're taking that towards some sort of savings goal. Secondly, then you want to start taking a look at your needs. Now, you have to make sure you cover your needs for sure. If you have your wants in front of your needs, that's going to be a problem. But all of your needs must be covered, secondly, with these discretionary dollars that you have. And lastly, Andrew, of course, we also then want to put money towards our wants, right? We still want to have fun. We cannot sit around all day and just be retired. We want to travel. We want to go out to eat. We want to do some of the fun things that we all like to do now as we're working. But we want to make sure that you prioritize those dollars for a really strong retirement plan to have your wants last, but they need to be in there. They can't be in front of your needs, and your wants should never be in front of paying yourself first for savings and investing so you can have a strong retirement income, as we've talked about in our other series.
So Carson, step 3 is to eliminate debt. Now I know that's really tough for a lot of people.
Yeah, eliminating debt is really tough, but you have to be tough in order to retire with confidence, right?
Right.
You have to start understanding that you cannot retire comfortably if you actually have too much debt hanging over your head. Now, I understand how, people can get caught up into debt. You need things sometimes, and your budget just hasn't allowed for actually having those things in your possession, which is why we talk about creating a budget and talk about not spending more than you earn. But unfortunately, we know we do. And sometimes we want to make sure we have things that we do need, like a home or a car. We have to get to work, and we want to have a place to live as well. As long as we're not overextending ourselves, those types of debt items are okay. That's what we call good debt, because you need some of those things in order to function in life. But before you can actually retire with confidence, Andrea, you always have to look at eliminating those debt loads, because it is going to put a financial strain on you, especially because your income is going to go down. We know that our income is going to decrease for many people when they retire. And if you still are having to shove money towards heavy debt, that is really going to cause you some anxiety. So we highly encourage you to start taking a look at those high interest credit cards. Start knocking knocking those things out first, because that is what we call unnecessary debt. So some people take a look at the highest interest credit card and they'll start paying that off first, and they'll take those funds from that credit card and start allocating it towards the next highest interest credit card. Some people may take a look at the credit card with the least balance on it, because it's attainable. If a credit card has $200 versus the one that has $2,000, we can go ahead and say, okay, I can knock that little credit card out the way and start working on my other credit card debt balances. So there are ways to approach it. There are various ways to approach it. I can tell people they can research online and find out what is the best strategy for you, because what's right for someone is maybe not right for the other person, Andrew. So always take a look at this as a critical step number 3 in building a successful retirement plan.
Carson, thank you for your insight on this topic, and thank you for watching. And if you felt this information was beneficial for you, please like and share this video with others.
So I really hope that this information was beneficial to those of you who are tuning in to this first part of our series on building a successful retirement plan. Please understand that these videos are created for educational purposes only, and that you should always seek out your own financial advisor, your own tax advisor, and your own attorney regarding your personal situation. Also, if you are looking for a fiduciary financial advisor to help you with these types of complex financial matters, we highly encourage you to utilize the links that we provided in the description below and go ahead and schedule a 1-hour complimentary consultation with us today, and also find out if you qualify for a complimentary written retirement plan as well.
For more information about this topic or any of the other topics that we shared in our other videos, please feel free to reach out to our office or leave any questions or comments in the section below. After this video, please check out our other videos that we've created that will give you tips on how to maximize your retirement. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and share it with a friend. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you have questions,
we have answers.